I'm Maggie, and I'm the artistic director of Summer Break Theater, but I'm also a teacher. And Summer Break Theater is a theater company for teachers, and it's made up of all teachers. And we started it about 3 years ago through kind of somewhat casual conversations about how, as teachers, we dedicate our entire lives during the school year to other people, as it should be. But a lot of our lives are focused on the students, on admin, on parents, and everything. And we don't really get to do kind of pretty much anything for ourselves. And like, that's okay. But then by the time the summer comes, we really want to have this kind of creative outlet and do something for us again. So we decided to form this group and do our first play for teachers. And then we decided to have it stick around. And that's basically it. But we're really starting to kind of grow, and really some exciting things are happening because we sort of filled a niche. There's not another theater company in Austin right now that exists that's for teachers. So we're really proud that we've been able to sort of fill that need. This is Anna Becker. She joined us for the first time last summer, and she is in charge of a lot of the social media stuff, which really helps us out. Anna teaches theater as well in Lake Travis ISD. Anything I missed, Anna?
I'm fabulous. For me, it's doubly difficult because I also have a husband and two little kids, younger kids, upcoming 3rd and 5th grader. So when I'm not at the school, before hours and then after hours, and rehearsing with the students there, and going to meetings and coming home and doing lesson plans and grading, I have my kids and their after school programs and their football and baseball and karate and all that other stuff. And there's no time for you. You're stretched super, super thin. And it's the bulk of it, as Maggie has mentioned before, is during the school year. So you get to direct your students, but you really cannot shove a 12-year-old out of the way and say, I'll do the role. You know what I mean? You have to be like,
as who? Challenge accepted.
Lampe. But you really have.
I've done that.
So you give them everything you have, and then what's left for you? Because I would say most theater teachers, I'd be willing to bet, are also performers as well. Have been performers. I mean, you have to sort of know what you're doing in order to talk about it, I would think. We pack a lot of punch into the 10 weeks that we're off for summer. I mean, we do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of meetings and rehearsals and bits and formatting and getting the show together and trying to fundraise and ways to recognize teachers, such as our breakfast that we had last week, and teachers, especially after last year, as you know, which was terrible. So difficult, I think, for every teacher worldwide, but especially, for teachers here in America with the pandemic and everything that was happening. It's nice to be nodded to.
This is John Demitchell. John Demitchell is the co-producing director, and I say that because he and I were really the two main people that started this off with help. But we were kind of the main two that started talking about this. And it was actually because I used to teach middle school theater that fed into his high school, and that's how we met to begin with. And then we just became really good friends. I adore everything that he does, especially as a director, and he really helped me out a lot with theater productions. So we talked about how we have just this need. And now John, still teaches at Eastview High School in Georgetown.
Yeah, what she said, pretty much. That sums me up. I'm fabulous also, just like Anna. Teacher Confessions is something that we kind of came up with that is, we asked teachers, hey, tell us a story, confess to us. And, we kind of turned it into this really interesting, almost cabaret style night of theater, monologues, scenes, improv, interpretive dance. Everything is going to be kind of tossed in there in one form or another. So, it's going to be this really fascinating, fun time celebrating teachers and kind of understanding some of where we come from. I did not start out my career as a teacher. I was an actor in LA, and I was in sales and a little bit of everything. Getting to teaching, it's own unique experience that I think everybody kind of needs to understand. I would hope everybody is interested in learning about.
And then, of course, there's Lampe.
Did you ever see the 1969 Monkeys movie Head? It was very experimental and psychedelic. This is nothing like that. We've got some readers theater. We have some improv. We have some sketches. We've taken a bunch of suggestions from teachers and created an awful lot. Now, like I said, we're also going to be doing some improv, and you might know some of the improvisers. We got Ben Sterling, myself, Anna will be working with us. Christopher Orff, who of course was a professor. Well, he's going back into public school, as a matter of fact, from what I understand. But he was, of course, an instructor at UT in chemistry for the longest time. And we'll have Jessica Arge sitting in with us for a show as well. So we're trying to cover that from a teacher aspect as well. Cool. We're doing a lot of different things.
And with
cafetorium.
Yeah, and it's in a cafetorium, which we can get to in a second. But I want to interject. What's also exciting is that we've got a couple of performers coming in from out of town. So it's nice that we've been able to. And by the way, y'all, there's another improviser. Her name is Roxanne Pins. She's a professional improviser in the Dallas area, but she's also a teacher. And she was thinking about joining us for Saturday night only. And she can join us as well. So there's that. And then there's this guy named Casey Mack. He's a professional comedian, but he is a professional comedian that centers all of his comedy around teachertainment. So he completely makes fun of teaching, and it's just really funny and sarcastic, and a lot of it is adult humor, but some of it is actually also just kind of kid friendly. So we managed to forge kind of a little bit of a relationship with Alamo Drafthouse, and they were nice enough to offer us the Becker School as a rental space. And we are very grateful for that because it is a cafetorium. So it's kind of like the perfect fit for what we're doing. And it's pretty cool. And what's nice about that is that we can kind of work together with them and bring a little bit of attention to Alamo Drafthouse too. They've been through a lot this year too. And they're really great about supporting the community, as we all know. So it's nice to bring two kind of good causes together,
What is the Baker School? Awesome. I don't even, it's like a school for bakers?
That's what I thought too.
I think
that sounds amazing.
Is it a school for bakers?
No, it's a school that was a school, but then it sort of got phased out from AISD, and it was purchased by Alamo Drafthouse, and it's now their headquarters. But it's it's the Baker Center, but there's a school there too.
Come see the show. I think what people might think, like Teacher Confessions, like that's a whole world of teaching that doesn't really have anything to do with us. But what I like about it is that it's universally appealing in that gallows humor kind of way. It's kind of like The Office, if you have that The Office humor mixed with just like a little bit of Seinfeld, if they were to meet and get married. It's like that. It's that relatability in the gallows where we're just kind of down in it together. And I think that appeals to a lot of people, not just teachers, that we've all gone through a lot this year. And this show kind of speaks to that.
It should be noted also, it's not all humor. There's some serious parts to it as well.
Yeah, and I was just about to get to that. Yeah, it's not just like wacka wacka. There's a couple of pieces in the show that are actually going to be kind of serious and just things that people should know about what it's like to have loss in teaching, or get close to someone that you might lose them, or that things happen in teaching that can really affect us, and people should know that.
You'll have some laughs. You'll hopefully have some drinks, and you'll get to know a little bit about what teachers are, not just who, but what we are.
Our show is next Friday and Saturday, July 30th and 31st.
2 nights.
7:30 p.m. at the cafetorium. You can go to summerbreaktheater.com and buy your tickets. But we are the core members of SBT, as we call it, except for Renee and Yakov, who are not here, sadly. And almost all of us have cats, except for John. He has a dog.
teachers, if you want to come to Teacher Confessions, which you should, that is also where you can get HEB gift card. We're going to be raffling it off at the show. So come get your HEB gift cards there. We're starting to develop the newsletter. It's not quite up and running yet because we are still so new, but that's where we're going to start reaching out to teachers that don't have to just be theater teachers. So we're slowly getting there, but they would want to check the website for that.
Yeah, and you can hit us up and drop us a line if teachers want to get involved. We'd love that. Our website is www.summerbreaktheater.com. I run that bad boy, so hit me up and let me know that you want to hang out with us.